Mama's in the living room watching Judge Judy. I'm in the kitchen eating leftover sushi, and she goes, oh, girl, you gotta hear this one. A man was arrested for running the theme park, and when they said, where's your license? He said, my dog ate it. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on her Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one. Mama loves to laugh at how absurd life is, says it's all a comedy and I'm her audience. And I love the way she makes fun of the world. She said, you'll never guess who's with their girlfriend. It was a man who didn't get us out of the bed. He said, I've been through hell and now I need some help. You just can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one.
All caps means you're either panicking or trying to represent yourself in court. Both are mistakes. Your feelings are adorable, but they're not admissible, persuasive, or even interesting without evidence. Yes, Heather hates immunity doctrines. It's a personality trait at this point. You don't need to remind her, she wakes up angry about it. Bring receipts. No, I heard it from so and so. This is Squid pro quo, not next door. Screenshots are statutes only. Don't fight each other. Fight the law. It deserves it more. If you're offended, excellent. That means you're awake, paying attention, and probably new here. No diagnosing the host. She's petty, not pathological. And don't diagnose anyone else. Stay in your lane, please and thank you. Do not summon the mods. They're tired, hangry, and may bite when provoked. Disagree loudly if you must. The algorithm eats drama for breakfast. Just keep it cute while you argue wrongfully. If you're taking screenshots of my chat, touch grass, tell your handlers. I said hi and find a hobby that isn't me.
A statement is defamatory if it tends to harm plaintiff's reputation, tends to lower him in the estimation of the community, tends to expose him to hatred, ridicule, or contempt, tends to injure him in his business, reputation, or occupation, tends to deter third persons from associating or dealing with him, or charges that plaintiff committed a crime. Not every unpleasant or uncomplimentary statement is defamatory. A statement is not defamatory merely because it is mean, embarrassing, or upsetting.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy Fuck It Friday. It's time for another edition of This Week in Hales because I have so much going on and so many other things to talk about that this shit show only gets one day a week. This week, if you haven't joined me for anything else, we talked about the Tyler Robinson hearing on Monday and Tuesday. We have to finish that up with Flash Fan on Monday. We talked about some aviation headlines on Wednesday and Thursday on ETM. We talked about flying while disabled. Now Next week, we are finishing the Tyler Robinson hearing, and on Tuesday or Wednesday, we are doing the Anna Kepner case. We are catching up on documents because I have not caught you guys up on that case in weeks, and there has been developments, and we are going to deep dive back into the documents. Wish my wallet and my Pacer account luck with that one because it is a federal case and it's pricey. But that's beside the point. We are only covering Hales on Fridays because that is all that this psychotic BS needs. However, it was an interesting week to say the least. Also, I am currently in the process of reaching out to my attorney and asking if I can read the response he so eloquently wrote to the cease and desist on air. I'm getting his permission first because there was some crazy misrepresentations about his representation of me, and also how he knew a certain someone who, we'll just call them Voldemort. However, Voldemort seems to think that they are friends. Well, if you haven't spoken into your friends in a decade, 10 years, that ain't your friend. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. And for those of you who think that my lawyer crossed some ethical lines because he knows her and went to law school with her, he's fine. He's doing his job. He is a Navy veteran and a father first. They're not friends. However, this week we are going to talk about some of the docs in Fed 2. However, we are going to talk about what happened in court. And we are going to look at Jeremy's video. I have watched it. Everybody has seen it. But he brings up a couple of things in there that I'm like, we have to talk about. Because on this channel, we deal in facts, but we also deal in respect. We don't go around just talking shit about people for the sake of talking about people unless there is a larger point. And here, we've all heard about the phrase act professional, but what does it actually mean? Today we're going to talk about, because, and as always, everything today comes from public records, public hearings, public filings, or publicly available content. I'm not an attorney. This is not legal advice. And my opinions are just that, my opinions, which are protected by my First Amendment right. So grab your emotional support pitchforks and maybe an energy drink, because God knows this is going to take all the fucking energy I have. And let's talk about why this is a courtroom and not a comment section. All right. So before we actually watch the video, because everybody has seen it, and the reason that I am showing part of that video on this channel is because I do have viewers who are like, Jeremy Hale's who? What the Hale's what? And don't actually keep up with all of the drama. That's why we give a little TLDR. Yes, trust me. Yeah. Oh, yes. I get that. However, decorum. Sometimes it's like not liking the principal of your school or the professor you have. You don't have to respect the person, but you have to respect the institution. You have to respect the position that that person managed to get. You don't have to like them as a person. However, like, there are some YouTubers, for example, with millions and millions of of followers. I don't particularly watch their content. I think sometimes their content is like rage bait kind of situations. However, I can respect the hustle that it took to get 2 million subscribers. That kind of a situation. So, decorum, professional conduct, civility, and contempt. these are oh. So we're gonna look up some definitions here, and I have them once again. I got to do better because I have them on my laptop and I do not have them on my computer. So we're going to look up decorum for one, because it's kind of a hot topic. You see people on social media talking about, decorum and influencers and stuff. Behavior in keeping with good taste and propriety. Manners and morals. And I did forget you. Sorry. Sorry. You were on a pee break and I didn't check private chat to
I dropped the phone, but I didn't drop the laptop with my thick, stinky, fishy,
Oh.
squiddy feet. Well, hello there, Squidicus, Maximus
Hi.
Decius.
Hi.
How is it
And
today?
I did honestly
Yes, you
forget.
did. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I knew that you were gone and I didn't
Uh-huh.
see you. I didn't see the chat where you said you came back. So
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
was like, oops.
Okay. Would you like to explain to your community what you did today? And don't you owe someone wait a minute. Let me just grab my finger. Oh, my dear, I just dropped my phone.
I owe Gail an apology because I not only
Uh-huh.
I blocked her and not from me in Spawn's chat, but I blocked her from the channel.
Yep.
Because I dropped my phone. And when I dropped my phone and I went like this, my thumb just hit her name.
Sure they
and
did.
hid her from Spawn's channel.
Oh, when that happened, the first thing I said is, what happened? What's going on?
And I apologized to her because I saw it, because it happens occasionally. Modding from your phone is never one of the things that makes a phone so dangerous is it's so easy to screw shit up because all you have to do is touch the wrong thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now you are hearing excuse of. Ooh. See, I didn't do that to you on mine. I even invited you to come onto the platform. Oh,
I know. I was eating and then I was taking a nap.
no excuses. Anyway, yes. Do you know what? It's funny. I like your intro, and I definitely like what you were saying. Actually, I think that was quite well put, if one should say so. I think it was very well put.
Which part?
Everything really. Besides you trying to use excuses about dropping your phone.
Well, because this week has been some documents, but it's also decorum, not only in the Orange County court, but the federal court as well, because Hinkle put his foot proverbially up somebody's backside as well.
That's just the warm up. That I personally think right now, before we get into it, I personally think that I said many moons ago before. Yeah, you said it as well, but I said it first. Henkel is someone. When I looked for him, when I did a check on him and done some research on him, the first thing I said to everybody, I said, "This is one judge they're not going to fuck with."
Hey, Venom Raiders. And technically, before I said it, Volusia 1 told me to look up Hinkle.
Yep.
He was the one who kind of gave me the, hey, you might want to look up this guy and see some of the stuff he's done. He's not the kind to be messed with.
Yeah.
He will tell it like it is. And I didn't personally see like orders that he had written. I had seen decisions and like, some just cases that he had been on. But like, I didn't actually read specific orders that he had written. And damn. Yes, Belitho also put out a document. Belitho's document was related to MLS and just giving him an extension of time. That one's just procedural. Nothing.
Just a quick one. Hello, Ren. I feel a disturbance in the force. Mr. Coop, are you hiding here somewhere? Is Mr. Coop here?
He's in the chat.
I knew there was a disturbance. I could feel it.
Shows you how much Spawn pays attention to my chat.
Hey, listen, I got here and then I had to wait 5 minutes. So, yeah. At least I didn't drop my phone.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yep.
Well, at least I didn't fall asleep and snore on chat or on stream like other people have in the past. He's
When?
not here to defend himself, though. So,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
this week has been overflowing with stupidity. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a Olympics for stupid.
I just, but what hasn't been stupid on a side note
Mm-hmm.
is watching all the people who have been on vacation in the US for the World Cup and loving it here. That's been kinda cool.
Yep. I tell you one thing. I've been hearing. I've got a lot of friends. I'll tell you the truth now. I've got a couple of friends actually over there who are enjoying the hospitality that the Bostonians are giving them, and it's absolutely fantastic to actually hear the way, everyone says, oh, football fans are going to be hooligans and stuff like that, but it's unbelievable the stories that are coming out of there. It's just phenomenal. Even the police are like, really friendly support. All right, they'll put their foot down, but yeah. So well done, you Bostonians or whatever they call yourselves.
Bostonian, I don't freaking know.
Bostonians, there you go.
No offense, but nor do I care.
And I've changed my name, by the way.
Neat. All right. And follow up because thanks for being a member for 15 months. Glad to be a part of the family around here. Well, it's good to have you. And Renee is Retro Relics. Thanks for being a member for 10 months. 10 months. You're on little Squidlet number 2. Bostonians. That's what I thought.
Bostonians.
Yeah, you guys are talking about soccer, right? Yeah.
Bostonians, right.
Yeah, and we can blame the English for why we call it soccer, but that's a sidebar for another day.
Why are you looking at me when you say that? No. Just no.
So another definition of decorum is proper and polite behavior. Courtroom decorum.
Oh God, don't go there. I know what you're going for. I know where
you're going. You have to respect the institution and the building you're in. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like the judge. You don't have to like opposing counsel. But you have to show people a certain level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to that judge when it's their courtroom.
Fact.
And the amount of crap lately that people have been getting away with, and finally to see 2 judges, Hinkle and Wilson, put their foot down, has been amazing. And Heidel, thanks for being a member for 10 months. Always got your 6, hon. You're the best. One of the best, because I say that I have a bunch of best people. And Timothy, thanks for being a member for a year. Holy goodness. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, Spawn, you're the closest thing we have to English around here.
No, that's in the heart. I'm sorry. I seek legal advice on that one.
Yeah, right. Robert Braun says, but Squid, none of the antis seem to have any respect for the law or the court. Yeah, that's because we live in an entitled society where people think the internet is what matters. You've seen it in multiple other cases. You saw it in Carmelo Anthony recently. You've seen it in Sarah Boone, where she was so pissed about shit. You saw it in the awful person in Utah, Ruby Frankie. Like, the internet is more important than actual 3D world and family matters. So Hey, Undertaker, sorry for being MIA for a while. It's good to see you. It's one of those situations where you don't have to like something, but you have to respect it. And that's like my chat. We have decorum in this chat. We don't have to like everybody else that's in this chat. Hell, sometimes I don't even like some of the people who show up in this chat, but they know that we're never going to be the type to go out and have a drink. However, John Cook, if you decide to show up today, my lawyer is still my lawyer. Thank you very much. I saw your comment. It was sent to me. I screenshotted it, or I sent the screenshot that was sent to me to my lawyer. You're welcome.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Now, I know that we already know that the stupid Olympics is probably halfway through at the moment. that's been going on for the last couple of years. What I can't I'm still trying to figure this one out. Considering that those two started all this and refused to respect a cease and desist, the fact that he's going around flapping his gums, someone, and I'm probably talking about Mr. Magoo or Life Jacket, have gave them false information or gave them a false false sort of sense of security with the comments that have been made lately. So my question is this: when's this going to stop? When they're in jail? And the fact that they are ignoring the
in jail, or I'm not trying to do anything, and people never contact anybody, but somebody is eventually going to go face to face with the wrong person.
Yeah, that I don't want to see happen.
I don't want to see anything happen, but this is going, I have a feeling this is either people are going to end up in a cell or a courtroom, a criminal courtroom somewhere, or somebody's going to get hurt, because people are escalating things even though things don't need to be escalated.
Yeah.
Like people keep escalating things even though there's absolutely nothing to escalate. Literally, it's happening. The goalposts keep moving, but it keeps happening, and it's like nobody cares. Like, it's just the one side that keeps escalating. It's like the other side, well, at least certain people on the other side like really don't care enough about you to like escalate things back. Like
the problem is though,
worthless people do worthless shit.
The problem is though, like, you know as well as I do, I mean, us vets, we have like a stronger resilience to having our chest poked. And that's one that, you know, and a lot of people don't realize that because we go through that type of atmosphere. So we're used to getting our chest poked. But there's people out there who don't. Now, here's my question, going back to the original question I was going to ask before you gave a good explanation. Here, the fact that they were in Ohio court and they've been, the judgment came down on them and everything else, how much is the courts going to allow this behavior to continue before they incarcerate them for ignoring the courts, especially the Ohio court?
I can't speak on there. However, the second police report I filed with my own police department, they took a lot more seriously than the first, which actually surprised the hell out of me. Because I walked in there saying, I know there's not much you can do, but I need a paper trail before I contact anybody else. Because I know from the last time I filed a police report, the first thing when I called up a certain police department in Massachusetts, the first thing they said to me was, have you contacted your own police department? So before I can go to any other department, if things keep escalating, I don't want them to, but if they do, dude, I'm not taking this civilly. Like, we're going criminal, because I've already had 2 police reports on the same thing. So please, I ask you not to keep escalating shit because reasons.
Who? Me? I don't know.
No, the people who are lurking on the outside.
Yeah. I mean,
escalating shit.
Here's a bit of input from me. Now, I get it. A lot of people have said I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not an Americanese. I get it. All right, I get it, and I respect.
I was going to stop you right there. The people, I understand why people tell you that. However, our 13 colonies and our legal system came from the British. So yes, it's different 250 years later. However, it's based on y'all's system. So you kind of do have more insight than people want to give you credit for.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah. And here's a couple of things that some people need to take away from what I'm about to say. First of all, our laws over here in the United Kingdom, right, are way stricter than your laws when it comes to freedom of expression and freedom of speech. Second of all, okay, from what I have seen up till now, is a behavior you wouldn't expect from mature adults. I underlined the words mature and adult. And third of all, the blasé attitude of the victimhood, categorically when you can actually prove the opposite. And when are you going to come to the realization that no matter what you do or say is not going to change the opinion of anyone, because people can see and read you like reading a book. And Squid is not just a sister in arms, but she's also a friend. And so are a lot of other people. There's people that I have met over the last 2.5 years. There's a minority that if they were on fire in a field, I would still carry on driving. At least I would be able to see where I'm going. The rest of the people I've met, okay, are like all of us trying to figure out what part of the brain is causing this. There's a brain book right there. You know, I mean, it's like, where do you draw the line? Even if you,
I feel like that was specifically directed at me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, even if you don't agree what Squid says, what I say, or what anyone else says, okay, fine. But don't forget, we have the exact same rights as you have. However, if you're going to sit on your platform, lie through your teeth, grift, and God knows what else, and then when you get confronted and asked to show proof, factual 100% proof, and then you go into this little spiel, oh, you're stalking, harassing them, defaming, and then you wonder why people are judging you. Just saying.
So getting to a couple of comments that I saw.
Please.
So Dad from Volusia 1, this is Volusia, it's either Volusia 2, Britt, or April. I don't know who is actually in control of the account right now.
Venom.
Back. Dad absolutely loves Judge Wilson and her husband. He was a deputy in Orange County for a long time and was a straight up professional police officer. You know, and this is not my real blood family, but if I were ever to be adopted by a family on the internet, I think I've got a second family in Florida that, you know.
Watch it, Jeff.
I think I've got a second family in Florida that I really need to meet one of these days. So Denise Ricker, thanks for the Canadian $5. What I love about you, Squid, is that you think before you speak, and your words are powerful. Well, thank you. It's one of the things of, remember, when things are on the internet, they're on the internet. You can't erase them no matter how hard, especially when you have 117 people watching. And you know that people are screenshotting, screen recording, listening for things that they can use against you. And it's like, you have to be careful what you say. Also, I do this with everything, is I try to think before I speak, because sometimes my face and my words can mismatch, because sometimes I can have RBF really, really bad and not meaning for something to come out like a bitch, and it still does. So I have to think about how I phrase things so that my RBF does not affect the words that are being said. I'm cognizant of the fact that I can say stuff and it come out like I'm being rude or mean, and it's like, no, I'm really not trying to be. That's just my face.
That's fact.
It's just
I can confer to that.
And NEM, thanks for the 5 Squid Pro Quo memberships. I really, really appreciate you.
The only thing that I can say about that, Squid, is this, right? Is that
hold on. Carmen, for all who don't know, my mama's property was hit pretty hard by a tornado. Everyone's okay, but prayers would be appreciated. Spawn Trooper, she might up your child support amount.
Oh, come on.
If she needs anything, tell her to reach out. If she started like a GoFundMe or anything for storm damage expenses, please let me know. Please message it to me and I will share it, because I know what it's like to clean up after storm damage. We had Hurricane Helene that thankfully didn't destroy the house, but a lot of things were happening.
I think that blaming me for child support is funny, but yeah.
Yeah. So
what was I saying? Oh yeah. you know, I think you do like I mean, I'm slightly dyslexic, so I always think twice and then do stuff, and I say it as it is, because at the end of the day, if you beat around the bush, people are going to get confused. You, however, do exactly the same. The only difference is you can actually bring a little bit more professionalism to it because of your experience on the civvy side.
I did hear that there was issues between Travis's wife and all that, but I did not hear specifics. It's been crazy busy around here between a certain someone trying to move down here and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's been hard. But Stacy says, please unblock me. It's fun. So
What?
oh, and prayers for Debbie Baker. She has been diagnosed with jeez, Pete. I'm just like, can we just have like a good news stream sometime? So
Yes, I cannot give you some good news.
I think they're okay right now. House is mostly okay. It just needs a new roof. It's more property itself than gonna need a lot of equipment, but I appreciate it. Please let me know if there's anything. If she does start I know she's not the kind of person to start a GoFundMe. So if somebody starts a GoFundMe for her, let me know.
Oh my God, Venom's going to start spreading freaking rumors now. Aren't you, Venom? Go on, admit it. Tell me the truth. No, oh God. Why is it that every time people pick on me and why can't I snap back one? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that one day. I'll give you I'll send a memo out at least a week before.
You spent an hour of your stream making fun of me. So
I did what?
what you get is what you get.
I did what?
Yes.
I didn't know. Wait.
Just got the call-ish about July 5th for boot camp. Nice. Congratulations.
Boot camp. Infantry? Are you going Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines? What are you going for?
All right. Well, can we get back to the subjects at hand, because we have some professional conduct stuff to talk about. And
please go for it. Please.
So, professional conduct from legalknowledgebase.com. The main these include, but are not limited to, verbal and nonverbal behavior that is respectful, civil, reasonable, and appropriate to a professional conduct or context, such as engaging in clear, open, and honest communication. From an ethical point of view, how a person behaves professionally towards clients, the employer, other colleagues, citizens in general, and the community, the professional group, the environment, other species, and future generations. I'm just, there's just, so we just have, we just have some things to discuss, like adhere to ethical standards and guidelines relevant to your profession. Maintain integrity and honesty in all professional interactions.
That's if your profession is a lawyer. FYI.
Well, even if it's not, professional conduct is not just.
Oh yeah, for pro se's. Yeah. I get. Yeah.
Well, it's not just limited to lawyers either. This is just a discussion in general. About
it's for anyone who is represented or representing themselves in courts. Anyone.
Or life.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, professional conduct is not just limited to court systems. This is, but demonstrate accountability for your actions and decisions. Just saying. So we have civility, formal politeness and courtesy in behavior or speech. All of these things kind of go together, but at the same time, they're all different in a little bit. But then we have contempt, the feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration worthless or deserving scorn. I have contempt for a few people right now. However, I just call out the behaviors. I don't really discuss them in particular. Like, I don't go after personality, like personal things, although that's really tempting. But your behaviors and your actions in a public setting are kind of all the evidence that people need to be, you know,
Yeah, I mean, you could go like look at MLS, the way he behaved when he was in court. Look at Randy Shockett, the way he. You don't see them on platforms talking about cases and stuff like that. You
I
don't
was
see.
well, you saw that I was on this. I've been on a stream with MLS a couple of times
Yeah,
since
sure, yeah,
this whole thing,
yeah.
and not one.
No,
We're on opposite sides of this situation, and
yeah,
he went his way, I went my way, and we can be civil
yeah, and
because he
respectful
hired a
to each other.
lawyer and he's keeping his mouth shut. Like,
Yeah.
mm,
It's called respect. Doesn't mean you have to
so
hold hands and go yippee-ki-yay and everything. You're respecting each other and you're being sociable. It's wait a
yeah.
minute, we're talking
So
about common
like
sense.
we might never be like drinking buddies, but I can
Yeah,
respect that
yeah,
because there's a certain level of professionalism and decorum.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, with that whole situation, I just think he got butthurt and got a little upset because he got his feelings hurt and kind of went a little too far.
Mm.
I'm sure if hindsight were to be 2020, I don't think he would do that same thing again because I had never known him to be that kind of a person. Like, he had been on my channel multiple times before that, and he had never, in my experience, been that kind of a person. So I don't think that that is him truly. I just think he got some hurt feelings and went a little overboard the opposite direction. But that's just my personal feeling. So, or my personal opinion.
I mean, I mean, I've got to a point now where I'm done pussyfooting and walking around eggshells on any of these people, and I say as is. And out of everybody who has kept it respectful, kept it professional, and adhered to the rules of the courts is MLS. And I'm out of everyone who was part of the who got sued. MLS has shown decorum, respect, professionalism, and he. I'm sorry, but anyone can say, "Oh, Spawn, you're talking out your ass." Then prove to
Yeah,
me
you don't
where
have to
he
like his
actually.
personality to
Hey?
admit that certain behaviors have been shown.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You may not like it, you may like it, but at the end of the day, he, and then yeah, it's like it's like night and day, really.
Yeah. So everybody has probably seen this video that Jeremy made on Tuesday. Bye, Vicky. I am just I just want to play a couple parts of this because it's just the utter lack of respect was
Keep
shown.
pushing.
And I had listened to multiple people. I had listened to Megan and Tug tell what they experienced and from their notes. And I had listened to Shizzy talk about what he did or did not observe. However, all of the when you hear one person report it or talk about their experience, it can be kind of skewed potentially based on their personal experience. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you take one person's experience, or if you weren't there yourself, you take one person's experience, trust but verify. Well, listening to everybody else's literally say the same thing around the same time, verification that I needed. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't trust Jeremy, but I'm always that like trust but verify kind of person. Like, I'll take what he says with a grain of salt, and then I'll go to everybody else who I know was there and has their own, and if things seem legit, kind of a situation. So he says some things on here that I'm just like, what the actual, like, you don't have to be a lawyer to know. Like, there are defendants in criminal cases who have more decorum than this. I'm just gonna let it play for a second because y'all, just the utter lack of the entitlement that is apparent.
Stating that we have defamed her when we never even said her name, don't even know who she was, and she filed a lawsuit against us. And previously online, she has stated she does this to affect your SEO, your search engine optimization. In other words, what she wants is when people are looking you up online, she wants them to see all the dirty, bad stuff.
And with that, and I'm sorry, Jeremy, hold on. There you go.
I was just about to say that.
I can't let him.
No.
Yes, right here. This is what I didn't want to be rude about it, but Jeremy has a lot of performative outrage. There's a reason that he has 742,000 subscribers. Is because he has a personality that is like everybody wants to hear what I say, and like, you know, he starts talking and people gather around. However, that can get a little clickbaity, and we all know how I feel about clickbait.
But he just did say it. He just hit the nail on the head.
Yes, but with that, it's one of those situations where you don't want to assume that one person is the one flagging your videos. You want to think that it's an AI or like a mass campaign, like from a bunch of different people. However, when it is only one type of video and you're only talking about one specific topic,
it's directed.
It's like, it's really not hard to figure certain things out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've seen top citizens behave with better respect and decorum than some of the parties involved here. Yeah, Daryl Brooks behaved with more decorum than certain people involved in this situation seem to. And that is saying a lot, because Judge Darrow gave Brooks a lot of leeway, and he even had more decorum than this. I prefer Squid statements as opposed to how over the top Jeremy. I'm just not an over the top person. I'm a plain Jane, as someone said in a really, like, trying to be an insult. I'm plain Jane. It's okay. I'm in a Fabletics sweatsuit right now. I have my hair up in a messy bun. I don't have any makeup on. I have tattoos. I am a mom of a 3-year-old. I cannot get dressed up, because if I get dressed up, there might be yogurt on me. I might get chocolate on me. Hell, she might spit water on me, because that's her new favorite thing to do. I am not taking time away from my daughter to get. The only time I put makeup on and get truly, like, my hair is when Mr. Squid is home, because that way someone is always with her. I don't take time away from my daughter to do my makeup unless she's literally there doing hers too. That's a whole nother point.
Why would you, I'm sorry, I've got to say something now. Why would you have to doll yourself up when you are a normal human being who's a stay-at-home mother, right? Who does fucking, who's like, I mean, you literally are a fucking squid, because you're doing multiple things a day. And I can vouch for that, by the way, right? Because, like, we do talk privately. And what the fuck has that got to do with anything? At the end of the day, people should be judged on their opinion. And if you're going to judge someone on their opinion, then there's discourse. Don't judge people on how they look, what they do, and everything else. Judge them on their actions and what they say.
Speaking of judging me on my actions, I have to interrupt you for my little sponsor break. They're my affiliate link. They're not a true sponsor of this video, just in case one of the haters wants to, like, affiliate versus sponsor. I have an affiliate link. However, I just got this in the mail yesterday. This is their new vanilla body butter. I was going to open it live for you on my stream yesterday, and I totally forgot. But it smells like, if you were to, it smells like vanilla buttercream frosting. Only it's not real, or it's not the fake butter, vanilla flavor. It's real vanilla. So this is Tell the Truth body butter. Holy hell, it's my new obsession. I'm obsessed with what I put on my skin and making sure that what I put on my skin is better quality and less chemicals than ever before. Because with everything that I've read in the news and all the research lately, there is a bunch of stuff in our products we use every day that could be endocrine disruptors. And with everybody in my chat saying, so-and-so's got the big C, or this person's got this health issue, this person's got health issue, I am taking my health a lot more seriously lately. And it starts with what I put on my skin. So if y'all want to try this, it's their brand new vanilla body butter. I'm so obsessed. I just got it yesterday and I'm like literally carrying this around my house. And it comes in a nice like glass container. It's nothing fake about it. I am obsessed. Use my code SQUID at thetellthetruth.com/squid for 12% off. Oof, I can't tell you how much I love this stuff. The regular F-Balm I use for everything from cuticle cream to minor cuts and burns. But this stuff, best moisturizer I've put on my skin after a shower in decades.
Right. Let me ask you a question about that moisturizer and about that cream.
Yeah.
Some people may find this a bit weird, but it's a genuine question. Can men use it?
Yeah. It's beef tallow.
There you go, Jeff.
Rendered beef fat. It's
Not
got the
our Jeff.
consistency of coconut oil. It's just a little softer, I would say.
So is this what you used earlier on? Is this the reason you dropped your phone, because you were like putting that on, or?
Well, yeah, I did actually take a shower and I had used it, and then Mr. Squid came home with lunch, and I was eating.
Right. So that
grabbed my
moisturizer
phone.
skin to put more sort of flexibility into the skin, or is it just good for the?
It's good for the skin. It's a good moisturizer without being full of toxic and possibly endocrine disrupting chemicals.
Yeah.
I am not an endocrinologist. However, I can read the research and figure out some of the chemicals that are in our very favorite products may not be good for us in the long term when we put them on our skin, our largest organ, every day.
Right. Got you.
So I'm making my own body butter. It's so easy. I can't use store-bought soap either. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, and I'm obsessed. I found this company. I have been using this company for a while, and then I reached out to them for an affiliate link because I was obsessed. And I could tell you, I went to tell Tammy and Hale and a couple other people, and Tammy E from Canada was like, oh, I already use them. I love them. And I'm like, I do too.
Do you know what? I haven't seen Tammy E for a long time, unless I am.
She's been working overtime. They just hired a new person at her work. So she's been working extra hard, and in about 2 or 3 hours, she is going on vacation. So we will not see her because she will not have cell phone service. She's going in the mountains.
So going back to this video, so the fact when he mentioned the SEOs, as soon as he said that, I watched this the other night. As soon as he said that, I just went, there it is. I even surprised myself by saying that as well. Yeah,
and I'm going to skip ahead through parts of this because I know most of you, if not all of you, have watched this. And if you haven't, go give him a like. It's got 43,000 views and only 5.2 likes. I don't understand that. Why?
Look at Buckshot's comment.
Huh?
Mrs. Buckshot, buy it. Go and buy it. No.
So now Squid smells like steak and cake.
Some people's comments are funny as fuck tonight.
I'm obsessed with buttercream frosting, so I would eat an arm.
I did
literally have to stop the little from wanting to put it in her mouth because she smelled it and then was like, oh, it's food. I'm like, no, but it's got real vanilla in it, not the fake imitation vanilla. So it's actual vanilla.
Do you know what? I can just imagine right now Buckshot RJ's wife ripping the phone out of his hand going, it's me, Mrs. Buckshot. Send me the link.
Steak and cake are my favorite things. I did get their face cream too. However, I have not used that enough to put to give it an actual review. So I will talk to you guys about that at a later time. But I've only used it once, and after that, like I just can't tell you about it after one use. You know.
Well, certain people shouldn't be ordering that stuff for their faces. Well, for some people, it'll be too fucking. Yeah, sorry.
You're fine. All right, we're gonna get back into this video.
Yep.
Stuff that says, "Oh my goodness, Jeremy Hales and George defamed me." Well, let's be honest.
He could do pantomime, really.
And I'm making it talk.
He goes into talking about soft
That's what
accounts.
she's doing. Just gibberish. Under an account made to look like a real person, but it's nothing but a sock, which is what it's called, a sock account. And she has multiples, one of them being Whining Crybaby, where she goes in and posts text that she has sent to herself, to Doritos, 10:30.
I don't use Keto Brains because I don't drink coffee. And I don't have an affiliate with them, so no offense, but that's a Megan Tugg and Jay thing. I love my Tallow Truth. I love my Tallow Bomb. So, but I'm gonna get into where burnt trash and garbage water.
Mate, what?
He said, "I wonder what it would smell like if they made it from that smell like Lynette." And I said, "Burnt trash and garbage water."
Harry, come on, please stop messing with people's lives. Oh God, that's just disgusting.
I'm gonna try to see where he actually gets to the talking about the judge, because I love this judge. This is how I feel like every judge should run their courtroom.
Stating, you file a motion and you see what the judge says. But why would anybody file a motion when they were claiming, literally claiming, now I believe it was Lips, writing letters under Chip's name and then giving the letter to Fat Fleesa. Flea.
And here's
That wouldn't
the thing.
surprise me one bit.
If that's true, that's a felony. So I really hope that can be proved.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way, right? There are common denominators in some of the paperwork that she's used, that he's used, that have suddenly appeared on the platform of them that we've discussed in private, that I'm not going to discuss publicly, but hang on a minute. Let me just type in private what I mean.
Okay. And I try to give people the benefit of the doubt when I freeze frame them to like, yeah, also
That's one of them.
things have been happening behind the scenes, Sharon. Things have been happening. When you threaten me with a good time, I don't take that lightly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
somebody
Sorry.
important is in possession of everything that I have. Just saying. We're just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
But everything that I have and the threats against me are now in possession of people who can actually use them for good.
Hi, Mama Squid. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I even put on a helmet and a flak jacket when I spoke to you that day.
Because when you threaten me with a good time,
Yep.
damn sure I'm going to make sure that we have fireworks and red and blue lights and, you know,
jewelry.
big old celebration and pretty jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry. Yep. Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
White. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little. You didn't hear all the shit she talked. Oh yeah, and also that entire stream, if they did private it, they didn't private it soon enough because the transcripts, the audio, and the actual link to the thing were all in an email to my lawyer. So
Oh, have you noticed that anything that is, let's say, dodgy of what they've said on their platform is suddenly behind a $500 fucking brick wall?
yeah, what the hell is that $500? Like my members are $199, and even that, I'm like, is it really worse than $199? I'm like, is that too much?
Yeah.
Am I like, you know?
I mean, look, if you're going to hide something, unlist it, hide it, make it private. To stick it behind a members only. You have to remember there are people out there who are fucking trillionaires. They don't give a shit about 500. I mean, that's the way.
I'm so sorry, but like,
No.
putting it behind a paywall is not going to stop anybody, considering most people, when they say it live,
It's already downloaded.
it's already downloaded and recorded.
Oh God. I
And
you know what?
I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things of like, you could private it that night. Like, okay, for example, Lynette, she did that live stream or that quick little live stream and privated it, and people already had it. She deleted it, and people already had it and are replaying it.
I mean, fact. I mean,
No,
like
it
why do you think I don't do it? Why do you think if I'm going to say something, I get either and I want to say something controversial, I want to like without no filter, I go members only straight away.
like last Saturday night, I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because my phone was blowing up with the screen recordings and the screenshots. And hey, your lawyer might want to know this. Hey, your lawyer might want to know this. Hey, your lawyer might want to know this. Did you know this about your lawyer? And it's like, there are a couple people who knew that I knew the whole time, that like they went to law school together. I knew the entire time because my lawyer has an ethics and literally said from about 25 to 30 seconds into our first conversation was like, oh, by the way, just so you're aware, I do know her. We went to law school together. Is there an issue with that? Specifically asked me that. And I asked, and we had a discussion about
it. Wait. Hang on a second. I have just seen the best comment that freaking Crampon has said, but Lisa, thank you very much for saying that. Lisa says, she is saying it's not fair use because she had it behind the paywall. However, it was public before it was behind the paywall, so it doesn't make That's it. I fucking quit. No, I quit. I fucking
no,
quit.
I think I saw that. I think I saw Megan post that about, I could be wrong. Megan post that on Facebook that was said. It's like, no, fair use. Somebody back in the day, I do know, shared one of Jeremy's members only live streams in someone else's Discord. That happened. I know who did it. Jeremy found out about it. I know how Jeremy found out about it. Once again, not illegal, not copyright, because it is fair use, the way it was used. However, just a very shitty thing to do. Remember, there's also a difference between what is ethically right and morally right, because most of us have those basic morals, and then what is like illegal as far as copyright and fair use and all that stuff. So, you know, you have to kind of take those two things into consideration. So just because you don't like something that someone does not make it necessarily illegal. Is it immoral, in my opinion? In some respects, like sharing Jeremy's members only. Yeah. This happened months ago. This is not recent by any means. This was probably over a year ago now that this happened.
I mean, the thing is, when you do that,
don't make a big deal of it, people. Jeremy knows about it. It was over a year ago. I'm just bringing it up as a point of like on both sides. Like, you didn't see Jeremy throw a hissy fit about it. He probably wasn't happy about it behind the scenes, but you didn't see him
Nope.
like raise his prices or
Nope.
kick people out of memberships or like, you know what I mean? You didn't see him react to it
Nope.
because he has this professionalism about shit's going to happen.
But the thing is, you do see the level of what level these people are at when they take away the privileges as a member, right? They take away that privilege from everybody, not just from one person, and they abuse those privileges. And this is why some people put the price up.
Well, and TC Maitland has a really good, the saying in my house is just because it's legal doesn't make it ethical. Yeah. Being an asshole is not illegal to a point. To a point. So, you know, there are a lot of YouTube videos that do reaction videos that show entire anime movies, for instance. There's there's entire channels that are about showing body cam footage.
Yeah.
Like Code Blue Cam, Midwest Safety.
Yeah.
Their entire channel is showing body cam footage that they FOIA. Like, you know.
Yeah. That's a
so
good one.
You have to be careful when you just start throwing these words around when you don't actually know what they mean.
I like Josie just made a comment. Felicia claims everything isn't fair use for when it doesn't suit her. The fucking on the head. Oh, look at puppies. Can I see those puppies again, please? Oh, look at those 3 gorgeous darlings. Oh, puppy. It's a puppy. Sorry.
Did I hear it was public prior to going behind a paywall? If video was captured prior to it being moved, it's not public. I'm sorry, but nope.
Yep, it was public.
Okay. And Jeff, I know you're listening, but the group of people who are controlling Jeff's accounts while he cannot are a group of very intelligent people, including one who's a lawyer.
Yep. Oh, yep.
So when he comments or they comment, because I said hi earlier and I was told who was in charge of the account at that particular time, and it was the lawyer.
No way are they sheepdogs, Robert Brown. I am sorry, but let me tell you so right now, they are not sheepdogs. They are not sheepdogs.
And also, just because someone's not a lawyer doesn't mean they didn't go to law school. Just because you aren't a lawyer doesn't mean you didn't graduate from law school. You just decided that it wasn't for you.
And here's the thing: if you're going to flap your gums in public on a platform and do all that, and then hide it behind a paywall, what does that say? That makes it suspicious. Are you trying to? You can fill out the rest of that sentence yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying.
I'm putting something in private chat for you.
Yeah, send it. I mean, Lucia, they're playing merry-go-round with that cell phone. I'll bet you any money that they do that. So, we'll turn out.
That's why I say the group of people in charge, because it's not just one person. But I know who they are. Like, it's not random people. Like, I know who they are. It's just you never know who's actually the one typing at that particular time.
Oh, wait a minute. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I mean, leave in very short jerking movements.
Yeah.
Hale, can you do me a favor? Can you post Spawn of AJ's link again so I can go and follow? Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you.
So I have a link. I have to open my Discord that I'm going to post for Carmen. It is for once my Discord opens, because heaven forbid things open up on a regular basis.
Take your time.
Hey,
Take
Queen.
your time. We can sing a song. I dropped my cell phone, but I didn't drop my laptop.
Okay, please stop that. Don't quit
Okay.
your day job.
That's in the heart. That was in the heart. That you get.
It's a link for a buy me a coffee. That it is alternate juror tornado cleanup. So if you would like to support AJ and cleaning up from the tornado, including possibly replacing the roof, that would be amazing. Because if you were going to super chat me at all during the stream, please do not do it. Please go to the Buy Me a Coffee and help out AJ and Spawn of AJ. Spawn of AJ made it for her mother, and I'm pretty sure AJ is not going to be happy about it. But at the same time, she's not someone to ask for help because she is just that kind of person, and we love her for that. But at the same time, we also will help when it's necessary. And in this case, it's necessary because Mother Nature is kind of a bitch. So if you can support AJ and help them with storm cleanup, it would be greatly appreciated. It would be greatly appreciated.
Mate,
so
can
I
I
did
just
post
say,
the link. Yep.
Can I just say, AJ, I have subscribed to you on YouTube and on Rumble.
So we're gonna get into more of this.
Please do.
You know, the toothless walrus. State in the letter, their fear is it's going to be on YouTube. So they give the letter to Fat Fleece a Flea to post on YouTube.
And that right there, see, I was at work when I was listening to this, and I swear my friends were like, girl, what is wrong with you? Because I was like talking out loud, and I'm like, you complain about something being on YouTube, and then you run to a YouTube channel and put your private information and your shit on YouTube, and you put your personal dramas and like your personal beefs on YouTube. It's like, and this is kind of the title of the stream. The court is not the internet. Like, you can stop trying to hold court in the court of public opinion. It does not matter what happens here. People aren't going to like you. It happens. People are going to like you. It happens. People are going to say they like you and they really don't. People are going to talk shit about you when they actually are jealous of you. Like, shit is going to happen. Interpersonal relationships happen. Not everybody is going to get along. But don't complain about something being on YouTube and then go run to a YouTuber and put it out on the internet. It's the... Just...
Can I be Judge Dredd if it's going to be a public jury?
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, right. Make it make sense. More like common sense has left the building. Yeah, common sense has left the chat. Like, where is common sense when you need him? Where is he? Has anybody seen common sense lately?
If the last time I saw common sense, I think the flight to Tick Bang 2 went about 2 hours after that. So he's somewhere in. Yeah. By the way, I sent you a private message.
I know, I saw. Yeah, it's that's right there. Like, and that's part of my issue with this situation was because I wasn't talking about publicly the emails. I didn't out the emails she sent me, except for some of what contained in them. I could have outed these last bunch of emails that she not only sent to me, but also sent straight to my lawyer. I've said things that were in them, like obese. I'm not pretty. A jury's going to side with her because she's pretty and educated. And I'm a psychopathic stalker.
Do you hear what she said about Squid?
Pot me kettle. But it's like, y'all can go online and talk about anything you fucking want to, and it's fine. It's the Darvo.
Common sense is here.
It's Darvo. Hey, common sense.
I mean, we've got common sense. Maybe some other people may need your attention. Yeah, shit, that's funny. First thing I do, I look down. I see.
Yeah, I don't remember whose account that is. Like, because I know that's another person's account. Like, that's a, I just can't remember.
Someone with a sense of humor. That I like.
Yeah. Kind of like Lips 2.0 in your chat.
Oh, I like that picture.
Queen?
Yeah, I love wolves. Oh, that's a black. No, that's a grey wolf. That looks like a grey wolf.
It's just one of those situations where, like, I literally was like, exactly. And, like, my friend looked at me like, who the hell are you talking to? Because I was listening to this video and literally talking straight back to it. Hey, Shane. Squid, my channel hit 300 subs last night. I'm amazed that I reached that mark. Thank you for your assistance in making that happen. Oh, yes, Shane. He was here in the U.S. a couple weeks ago for Dollywood. He's back in Australia. I believe, scheduled a live for this weekend. Go check out his channel, Southern Paranormal. If you like all things.
I got a quick question. And good day, Shane. How you doing, fella? What's your favorite color, blue? Quick question, Squid. I've just noticed that Robert was talking to Common Sense. Now, this is a very serious question. Do we need to put Common Sense 2.0 into witness protection program?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Right. Well, then we need to get the ball rolling. Right. Okay. Ammo, Girl, Heidel, Gale. You are personal protection. Right. We need to get Shane and who else? Who else can we do? Yeah. And Timothy, you are driver and co-driver.
Next weekend. Okay. Next weekend he's doing a live. So not this weekend, but next weekend.
Nice.
Or something like that. All right. But this was just one of the weird situations where I was just like, make it make sense. And I will eventually get to I'm gonna skip ahead because go watch Jeremy's entire video if you haven't seen it, but also we have a couple documents to get to. Like as long as the safe house is not in the villages. Wave your loofah if you need help.
Yeah, blink twice if you need assistance. I'm gonna mute. I'll mute myself.
All right. There are 9 other people in the lobby, and I'm thinking of these hearings, and they got the link, and they were observing the hearings, and you can put in your own name. And in this courtroom in Orange County, Florida, they did not make you identify yourself. And so there was like one person in there. Their name was Hi J Jeremy, T Tug, M Megan with spaces. So Hi Jeremy Megan Tug Jeremy Megan. And others were observer, which I saw that in Lynette's last hearing in bankruptcy. Everything goes live. And I'm
skipping, trying to skip ahead. Sorry, I didn't write down timestamps because it's me. I'm, unprepared in this case. Yeah, when you wave that loofah, make sure it's the right color. True.
And normally
make sure it's not the black
that
one.
Allows me time to then be with the ones that I love, to where I don't go, all right, let's get it done. That's the time that I enjoy, whether it be cuddling on the couch, watching a movie, keep it rolling.
No offense, Jeremy.
And so the judge says these are all short matters today, and ours was a short matter. It's a case, it's a status hearing it's to set a date for a status hearing declaring Leslie and Federico.
Can you just stop it for a second? There's something I've noticed.
Yeah.
Is it me, or has anyone else noticed that Jeremy has lost weight?
Yeah. I thought it was just me.
Yeah. I thought so. I just wanted to, sorry, carry on. I just wanted to point that out.
Well, stress will do that. Stress either has 2 effects on you. It'll make you gain weight or lose weight.
Yeah.
And hey, two awesome dogs watching without power. I hope you get power back soon. Soon.
Yeah, I miss your streams, dude. I like the puppies.
An observer and things like that. That the name on Leslie's was Leslie Federigo's and Michael Federigo's, whereas Michael has now withdrawn as her legal counsel. Now, just so you understand, these two have used the legal system to buy time. For example, Michael filed for bankruptcy. Michael's bankruptcy was just dismissed. It was dismissed because Michael didn't show up for the bankruptcy hearings. You understand what they did was filed for bankruptcy to buy time. They never had the true intention of actually following through with bankruptcy. All they're doing is using the legal system inappropriately to buy time and to manipulate.
Fact.
Okay. Just like filing a frivolous lawsuit against myself and George, and then Megan, Tug, Just Jay, Shizzy.
You mean Ray? Remember, it's not Just Jay, it's Ray Hip. You know, Just Jay's alter ego with the hip replacement and the walker. Like, it's not Just Jay, it's Ray Hip. Because apparently she doesn't pay attention enough to the people she's suing to actually find out what their names are.
Yep.
Myself, George, Megan, and Tug went, yeah, we ain't playing this game. And we're not letting this happen to other people, which is why she is now being sued. And in regards, she's being countersued and then being sued to be established as a vexatious litigant. So Leslie's avatar.
Lupus is all going on in 3 counties, cities, and villages. I don't know if it's actually true or not. It's just rumors that may have gotten out of control. But
I've got a question because this has been bugging me for quite a while, and this is just speculation. If you are renting a property in a gated community, and I spoke to someone else about this, they gave me the answer, but I've got a brain like a fucking goldfish at the moment. If you live in a gated community, I presume, and I do understand that there is a very in-depth background check, and obviously on the financial side, and also criminal record check. So, considering one of them is on a, I think, is it next year, I believe, or after their probation finishes, federal probation, and also other legal issues with housing has occurred over the last whenever. So how the fuck are you able to rent a property in a gated community where the checks are like, but then again, I don't know. We don't have places like the villages over here unless
we don't have places like the villages in any other state besides Florida. Like,
yeah. So that's a question for later, but not right now. But we, let that simmer. Let that simmer, people.
Hey, Dragon's Gravy. Flea is responsible for the rise in loofah prices.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's nuts. All right, getting back to the hearing, because we're already over an hour into this and we haven't even gotten to the documents yet. And there's a couple things that I want to talk about in there. Yeah, it depends on who she rents from. I think it's all about the owner. It's not the.
Yeah, but here's the question though: if you say because the owner of the house is a friend with Robbie Kersey is not living there. So if he is then if he is the reference for them, and the house owner, and something happened because we've already seen from the police cam stuff what's going on there. Interesting.
Yeah, it's the owner and whoever they want to rent to, they can. Some owners are very strict about who they let in, and you know, you need a deposit and you need 2 months rent and you need this and you need that, and you can't have, they'll do background checks. And then other owners are like, as long as you're paying rent and I can make some money, there you go. So it's really, it's
Check
the
your
individual
private
property
message.
owner. Huh?
Check your private message.
Ugh.
Is her and Michael, instead of them being separate, which I would think they would be, because now they are both pro se. They are both being sued. They are both representing themselves. One, a permanently retired lawyer, in lieu of discipline, which most likely would have been a complete and total disbarment, and frankly is probably coming anyway. And one still has his license, should be disbarred. Again, that's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. And probably coming that way. We're not first by any stretch of the imagination, but I do see Leslie and Michael. And the very first thing I notice is the entire background is blurred, right? Like you can see the collections here. The entire background is blurred. She's wearing what wig? Believe it or not, she's not even wearing a wig. I know, hard to believe. She looks like a dumpster fire, which is filters, and I can't
personal attacks.
stand that in today's culture. Care. Oh my goodness, natural beauty. I love the way that's fine, okay. But it doesn't appeal to me. It actually, because you can't get to heaven wearing a wig. This sounds like a song moment. Oh, you can't get to heaven wearing a wig. Oh, you can't get to heaven wearing a wig. You can't get to heaven wearing a wig because God don't like those things. I don't know. I can't really rhyme it right now.
I wonder if he could. I wonder if now that he's thought about it and he made this video a few days ago, if he could come up with a rhyme now. I'm just sorry I didn't do timestamps, guys. I apologize.
Where nobody showed up whatsoever, and it was just under 500,000, like almost 400,000, 400,000. Judgment. Boom, it's done deal. So second case is called, not us. Third case is called, not us. Fourth case is called, not us. Fifth case is called. It's us. It's us. And you can see Randy. Randy's there. And so the judge calls up Randy, says, plaintiff and Randy Shockett, I'm here on behalf of Jeremy Hales and Martha George Risk and Megan Fox and that umbrella guy, Matthew Lewis, which is not a secret by any stretch of the imagination. And Randy is immediately interrupted by Lips. Immediately.
And you can see, like, it's one thing for someone to tell a story, but and I talk about body language on this channel. It's like, we're not in the he's telling the truth, he's lying kind of body language, but like, you can just see when someone is telling a story, the emotions match the voice. It's not like when I was on with Nick yesterday and we were kind of watching Laura Owens talk through her record 4 days of her deposition, and the story that she was telling didn't match the it didn't match. Here you can see that he's like, I just can't freaking, you can see the way he's like rubbing his face, that he's just like, there's just certain things that you are so like, did this really freaking happen? Like, if I rub my eyes and I open my eyes back up, like, this shit can't be real, right? Like, that's the kind of things that, and I'm sorry, Jeremy, I got you with the tongue stuck out. I apologize.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. And there's one thing with body language, he is extremely open. And basically, his whole body, his torso is facing towards us. He's not sideways. He hasn't got his arm up. There's no self moving. He's fully open. And you can tell in the tone as well.
Yeah, and I'm not the type where I'm like, body language is an all or nothing thing, but like, there are certain things that are universal. Like, you can walk into a room and you can see when someone's happy. You can tell when someone's uncomfortable without them saying a word. That is the body language that I'm talking about. Like, you can see that, like, the tone of his voice and the facial expression and his hands, it all matches.
Facial
Um,
expressions. When it comes to facial expressions, you've got about, just looking at it right now, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 areas where if you watch, you can see if he's angry, if he's upset, if he's happy, if he's sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are books written on the 5 universal facial, facial
I think there's
expressions
7,
and
isn't it?
things, but
Isn't it
like
7?
it's generally 5
Right, yeah.
according to the literature. Everybody's got their own opinion. That's
Yeah.
the thing. However, like you can see when he's talking about this that like the tone of voice and the facial expressions, they match. Whereas like yesterday when Nick and I were watching Laura Owens, the tone of her voice and the story she was talking about, DV, she was like laughing about it. And it's like that shit doesn't match. Like there's something off here. This actually makes sense that he's like, I can't believe this shit happened. Because that's where decorum comes in. Like, it's like talking to the cops. Like, I have friends who are cops. I have friends who are retired cops. And they're like, when I'm in a professional environment, I ain't your friend. I'm there to get information. So, like, even when I got in a car accident a couple of years ago and I got rear-ended at a red light, I was, yes, sir, no, sir. Do you need anything? Do you want anything? Can I go? Like, you don't give them any more information than they need because they are not your friend. They are there to get information, and you don't want to give them any information that they don't need from you. So, same thing with the judge. I am not going to speak unless I am spoken to. I just, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Unless she asks me a question where I need to give her a longer answer. Decorum. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Nope.
And I just don't understand where it's like, what talking over a judge and talking over somebody else in a courtroom is a good idea. Like, on what planet do you think that's a good idea? Yeah, it's synergy. Thank you. It's one of those things where my brain doesn't always function when I'm up here to find the words that I want, However, it's just one of those situations where I don't ever certain situations where I don't have to like the judge. I don't have to like the opposing counsel. I don't have to like anybody in that damn room to know when to keep my mouth shut. Sometimes I just my mom texts me.
And Lips is like, "Hi, Judge, I just want you to know I'm pro se," and Lips interrupts immediately. And Randy goes, excuse me, I don't appreciate being interrupted. And the judge goes off on her immediately.
Yeah, because it's one thing. It's not like they were. And this is the thing: when someone says, "Well, this person was dominating the whole conversation," yes, because it was his turn to speak. Because the judge says, "Randy, speak." The judge will say, "You speak. You speak. You speak." Like, it's not a conversation round table where we're all talking whenever we want, like this. Spawn talks when he wants to. I talk when I want to. It's a Spawn talks. Then I talk. Then the judge talks. Then the judge says, "You talk again."
Objection.
You talk again.
Sustained.
And I talk again. And
Yes,
that's it. Like, this is not a round table conversation where anybody can chime in anytime they want to. And I don't understand it. I didn't even have to go to law school to understand that. And this is where I'm like, the people who are like, well, you're not a doctor, you can't comment on medical stuff, or you're not a teacher, you can't comment on classroom stuff. You're not a lawyer, you can't tell. There's somebody who dropped in my comment section like a year and a half ago and said, "You are not a lawyer. You cannot comment on anything. You don't know what a good lawyer is. You are not a lawyer. You cannot tell what a good lawyer is." Excuse me, like, a lawyer that constantly interrupts not a good lawyer. A lawyer that lets you talk and asks you questions about what you just said, decent lawyer, good lawyer. A lawyer that doesn't have any courtroom decorum, not a good lawyer.
I don't think this is going to go well for her.
Rocket science. Like, I don't need to know. I don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that Elon Musk did a good thing when he started SpaceX. Like, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that that's they're doing a good job at what they're doing. Like, it's just shit. It's like, holy crap, are you really this dense? Are you dim? Are there... Holy shit, bless their fucking hearts.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to last. I don't think this is going to go well. From what my opinion, as soon as she actually shuts up, and this is not going to go well for her.
So in my
Legally.
hold stop the presses. I have to find my my books app on.
Wait a minute, what's the name?
I have this book.
Joe
Navarro. I have this book.
Oh. No, you have it. I don't. Oh,
I have it. It's right there.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yep. I've read that book. Well, I haven't read the book. I've listened to the book. I have it as an audio book, I think. So it's one of those things of like, when you like click with somebody and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
you just yeah, I have that book in my I also have the subtle art of not giving a fuck. If you have not read that book, it's probably one that you should read or at least listen to.
I'm going to check that out after this.
Also, there's this book.
They were at Yale.
By Dale Carnegie. So I have that book. I haven't read it in a long time, but I've read it. I may not be a chemical engineer, but I know that gasoline will catch fire if I hold a match to it. Exactly. Like certain things in the world, you don't need to have a piece of paper from a worthless college to understand basic facts about life.
Yep.
If you were in a courtroom and you see someone argue with the judge, that's not someone who I would want to be my lawyer.
Also, if that happens in front of you in court, don't pull faces and smile and giggle, because the judge will then look at you and rip you a new one.
That's true too.
Immediately. Okay, no, I said immediately a lot of times. I was in shock. I was in shock that somebody be so stupid to start their hearing this way. I mean, just literally started the hearing and is already showing the judge who they are. So Randy, I'd write this all down. And listen to, if you haven't, I'm sure everybody in here has watched this entire video. I'm sure everybody in here has listened to Meg and Tug and Shizzy about what they heard, and they each have their own notes, and their stories vary slightly based on their own perception of the events. But like, seriously, how do you think that talking over people in court is a good idea on any planet? I don't care if you have all the facts on your side or you are Daryl Brooks. There's just certain things that you don't do. Not even Sarah Boone talked over the judge. Think about that. Not even freaking Samsonite Sarah talked over the judge. Like, oh,
And Jerry, I've honestly been waiting all week to talk about this because I had other stuff. Monday and Tuesday we talked about Tyler Robinson. Wednesday we did aviation. Thursday I'm on my other channel. So Fridays are kind of going to be like a document recap and what the hell happened this week. Because I've got other shit to talk about on my on both of my channels on other days. So but ever since Tuesday, I've been waiting for this. And July 30th, 1:30, we all will be waiting to see, and we will not get an answer. So here's the thing. If you want to see what an evidentiary hearing looks like in person, my streams from Monday and Tuesday on this channel are the Tyler Robinson evidentiary hearing. Theirs is going to be on WebEx, so it will be different. However, this is the time you get to bring in witnesses, exhibits. You get to explain your case in more than just a written document. And for some people, I think for Randy, that's actually a really good thing because, like I said in the past, I don't think Randy is a bad person. I think Randy's overwhelmed. He's got a lot of cases, a lot of complicated cases with a lot of people that are just trying to make his life harder for absolutely no freaking reason at all. He's got people going to the bar about him who have never actually spoken to him or know anything about him. Only know that he is Jeremy's lawyer and are going to the bar about him.
That's okay.
You have, yeah.
I've actually got physical proof that Life Jacket actually stated that six other people have gone to the bar about Randy. So to me, that is incitement. That means when you incite people to do something against someone to get your way, yeah, interesting. And it's from her own mouth.
However, the case I'm covering on Monday is it's Tyler Robinson. It's the Charlie Kirk case. That case has gone on for almost a year and hasn't even hit a preliminary hearing yet. So that is a 4-hour evidentiary hearing. That will not be this. However, that is an example of an evidentiary hearing. You get to talk to witnesses. Obviously, we know that someone said they had 5 witnesses. I'm curious as to what Jeremy and Randy and Megan and Tug, Randy at the end of the day, but Megan, Tug, Jeremy, and George will bring on their side. Because, we just,
Do you know this whole fucking thing is bizarre?
Yeah.
I mean,
bizarre is putting it lightly.
But the fact is that the fact that they're trying to do a slap on people is it just confuses the shit out of me. Why are you, but it's okay. Oh, hang on a minute. It's okay for you to flap your gums and say whatever you want to say, but the moment someone wants to speak up and not retaliate but respond, suddenly
defend themselves.
Yeah, suddenly I get this picture where it says slap, and then that means strategic lawsuits against public participation.
It's Darvo. It's that.
Yeah, well, Darvo, yes, but it's both really. It's Darvo and slap, mostly slap, because they're sending out cease and desist and shit.
And once again, this is another judge that will control his courtroom, and this is where. So this is an order from Hinkle from the 15th, so Monday. And I'm sure everybody's seen it, but it goes to the theme of this video. Court is not the internet. You can talk all the shit you want on the internet. You can write all the crap you want in court documents. But when you find a judge that will uphold the decorum in his courtroom, it's not going to be a pretty experience. So it's one more reason that I found a certain person's motion to get Judge Bolitho removed. I'm like, Bolitho is like
A triffid.
Like
poppy
Belitho
plant.
is on. He's not on your side, but he has a problem with managing a courtroom and putting his foot down because, in my opinion, I think he's scared about getting appealed on any decision, that he is scared to, like, because he's newer, he is scared to be the bitch of the operation. I just think that he is scared to be the bitch of the operation in this case. Whereas Hinkle is old, salty, and not afraid to be the bastard that he needs to be to maintain decorum in his courtroom. Even in his orders, it is like, fuck around and find out. And I just have to read this out loud because this made me laugh, because you wanted Belitho removed for him. You wanted him to take the place of Belitho. Remember that. Like, and now, does a leather shoe taste good? Because he stuck his foot so far up your butt with a couple of his orders that it just, I'm sure you can taste his toe jam. Luthman now has filed objections, document 209, that includes a baseless suggestion that the clerk's office mishandled the original objections. Perhaps the new objections suggest because opposing parties infiltrated the clerk's office, or perhaps bribed clerk's office employees. The fuck? This assertion is detached from reality. He said what a lot of people have been thinking. Like, Hinkle said what everybody's been thinking. You're detached from reality with what you asserted. Like, no. But the thing is like, both sides apparently hate the judges. It's like, if both sides hate the judges may be doing something right. I know that both sides hate the judges for different reasons, because Belitho can't make a decision and Hinkle's just an ass. And I said from the very beginning, Hinkle was an ass, because someone who shall remain Volusia 1 told me that you should probably look up Hinkle, or do you know anything about Hinkle? I think is how the conversation started. Hinkle is salty. Hinkle is not fucking around. Hinkle's like, I'm too old to deal with this bullshit. And I can respect that. I can respect that. Oh my goodness. It was just, it's finally someone who is like, F this, because like, I'm just done with this. Like, no. And then this is the order from Belitho. It's super quick. There is just one interesting thing in here that, is a footnote. So, it's ordered that defendant Helm's motion for extension of time is granted. Motion for to extent that his motion for attorney's fees is due on or before June 26th, which is next Wednesday. I don't actually know. I have to look at a calendar. Heaven forbid I actually have a calendar in front of me. So that's July. Oh, I gotta get on the freaking bandwagon here. June 26th is next Friday. So, yeah. All right. From zero to dumbass in one sentence.
I've got a premonition.
Yeah.
I've got a very funny feeling that someone's going to be in jail by the end of Henkel's leather processing plant, because like when he it's when his name came up in the document, the first thing I did was do some research and have a look about him. And you may as well stand in front of a fucking tank with your eyes blindfolded.
So the only thing that's interesting in this motion is something that I must have been reading the document super fast because I didn't even freaking catch. It says the motion requested an extended deadline of May 26th, the same day the motion was filed. That appears to have been a Scrivener's error based on the motions also seeking a 30-day extension. Thus, the court will grant a 30-day extension from the May 26th 2026 date because that appears to have been the intent. I can appreciate that, but how the hell did I read that document and not notice that? Like,
'Cause you
I
didn't
didn't
have
read it on
media.
the stream because there was no need to, but it was just one of those, oops, my bad. It's just and happy
we have
early
a-
birthday. We will not sing happy birthday to you next week because that's just creepy. I can't sing for nothing. And I don't pretend to even try.
I'll do it.
I value my ears.
Oh, oh. Play that song. Play it. Play that bitch song so I can sing it.
I will have to download it. I will download it right now.
Wow. Wow. Out of fucking dropping phones and fucking everything else, you go and kick me in the heart. Wow. I'll remember that. But I'll tell you one thing though. I see someone in jail. Henkel, I think Henkel's already got their number. He's like that, like tigers will run at you, and then just before the last minute, they'll bend off, like the fake attack. He won't.
Not very often do civil get to criminal indictments attention though. Laura Owens, because I'm convinced, and this is the thing, I am 95% convinced that the reason that Laura Owens got referred for criminal charges was because her hearing was recorded and broadcast on YouTube. And the judge knew that her hearing was being recorded because she obviously approved the request for a camera to be in her courtroom. And I believe that she had a public pressure when she saw that Laura was lying, that she needed to refer her to the county attorney. I believe that if that camera hadn't been in that courtroom, Judge Mata might have been, yeah, she's lying, but ain't nobody got time for this, and let it go. However, because that camera was requested to be in the courtroom, and Lauren Knighty was recording, I'm positive that's the reason why Judge Mata referred it for criminal charges. So I'm hoping that because there is people observing this, and the judges know that there are people observing this because the people involved are YouTubers, that even though things like perjury aren't charged very often, that if the judge feels that that has been done, they will refer them for criminal charges. But I'm positive that that's the only reason Laura Owens got criminal charges or referred for criminal charges was because Judge Mata knew that camera was in the courtroom, and everybody on basically the whole world was able to see the lying right in front of the face. And when you lie on camera, it's like, I have to do something now. You know what I mean? Whereas I don't think that if that camera hadn't been there, so Megan and Bruce the Moose, and Laura Knighty and Dave Neal all hadn't been there, that never would have been referred. She never would have been referred for criminal charges. Just have a feeling. I used to think only in America, but I'm in the UK and we're seeing it more and more. The law is the law. Respect it, and you won't have any problems. You can disagree, but it works both ways. Yeah, it's a huge thing. So it's yeah.
I wonder if Steve Rogers is English. I hope he's not. I hope he's Welsh or he's Scottish or he's. Please.
I'm not sure. Steve, where are you from in the UK? So this was This is the last one I want to talk about. We're not going to read it fully because we're almost at our 2-hour mark, and I kind of like to, stay around 2 hours. But so this is in response in opposition to Luthman's motion to require Jeremy Hales and Randy Shockett to show cause why sanctions, discipline, and other relief should not issue. Oh my goodness. She lied? You don't say it? Laura Owen fits in with the crampons. Oh, if you do not, if you have not followed Laura Owens, I covered Laura Owens back a year and a half ago, and it just got too dramatic for me at the time. But Megan had a whole Laura Owens playlist, Tonsil Twins playlist. I know that Rosalind Duke had been out there. There's a host of other people who have been covering that. So, English.
Right, now pronounce that word.
Don't be a twat waffle.
God fucking damn it, woman.
I'm American. I speak Americanese. I can say it how I want it. When I'm on your channel, I'll say it like you want. When I'm on my channel, I'll say it how I want.
But you're still saying it wrong no matter what channel you're on.
Say aluminum.
Even the wife was laughing. Oh, I'm getting the blinky eyes.
Yeah.
And by the way, if any of you ever come over to the United Kingdom and you happen to be in Derbyshire, right, and you want to find out a little about history, very close, well, in Derbyshire, there is a large park, but near the main town of Derbyshire, where the name comes from, Derby, right, there's a town called Nottingham, right, and a little bit further up, if you ever want to know where the British steel came from, is Sheffield.
Nottingham. Is that
Nottingham. It's not Birmingham. Nottingham.
No, Nottingham. What's
Robin.
his face?
Robin.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
There you go.
Thank you.
But his real name was actually Robin of Locksley.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I know this. If I would not have been on camera, I probably would have come up with it. Because, you forget a lot of things when you have, 148 people staring at you.
I'm just hearing excuse. You knew.
And Gate Smasher, thanks for the $5 super chat. Stay positive. And thanks for, Semper Fi, my friend. Semper Fi. Tomato. Yeah.
Do you know why there's a unit called? You know why they call a unit recon? Because they're the only fucking people who can find their way back home. Sorry, I had to say it.
Jan says I'm in Nottingham.
Nottingham. Just say Nottingham. Nottingham. There you go. It's like a lot of Americans can't say Worcester. They go Worcester. It's Worcester. Worcester sauce.
It's got way too many syllables in to be Worcester, but Worcester, Mass.
Say that
So
again, darling.
Massachusetts people can say Worcester.
Chi-
All right.
What? Yeah.
We'll get to
No.
this and then we'll call it a day.
I'm sorry.
So,
But you did fucking accidentally drop your phone in my stream today, so I'm just getting you back.
defendant seeks to punish plaintiff and counsel for characterizing digitally manipulated video content as depicting plaintiff in a smexy time explicit conduct. His characterization is reasonable, accurate, and fully supported by the evidence, including defendant's own admissions. This is why you got to be careful what you say on the fucking internet. I log in and hear you talking gibberish. Well, we're talking about pronunciations in the UK versus here and why they're wrong.
Okay, then say Worcester.
Worcester.
Say Worcester sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Oh shit.
Oh, I have this sitting right here. If anybody This used to be my like ghost pepper hot sauce. For $50 super chats, I will take a spoonful of that. But only for 50. That's my grift. The motion should be denied in its entirety for 4 reasons. Motion is entirely procedurally defective. Defendant provided only hours for counsel to respond, and his meet and confer demand before filing this motion less than 24 hours later. I just wish Randy would have put how many hours. Yeah, our Brit's always wrong.
Wait a minute. Let me read that one again.
Defendant explicitly disclaims filing under Rule 11C2 to avoid the 21-day safe harbor instead of requesting that court initiate sanctions sua sponte. It just a second, plaintiff's characterization is reasonable and accurate. Defendant's own declaration admits the video contains edited, satirical, composite, and manipulated or otherwise altered media. Defendant does not deny that the manipulated video shows plaintiff's likeness in scenarios we've all seen or we've all heard. I didn't actually watch because it just could not. Describing such manipulated imagery as depicting plaintiff in that conduct is accurate under common usage, consistent with Florida's Smexy-Time cyber harassment statute, and reflects a reasonable interpretation in a developing area of law involving deepfakes and digitally manipulated Smexy-Time imagery. Third, sanctions are not warranted under any applicable standard. Plaintiff characterization has evidentiary support, was made after reasonable inquiry, and reflects good faith advocacy in support of a colorable legal claim. The demanding standards for sanctions under Rule 11, 28 U.S. Code 1927, the court's inherent authority, and professional conduct rules. Oh, there we go again. Professional conduct. Professional conduct. Heaven forbid we have professional freaking conduct. And of course, there is a difference between professional conduct in a courtroom, in court documents, and professional conduct on the internet. However, there's lines you just don't cross. And depicting someone in a, yes, you know it's not their body, but you put their face on images is a line too far.
But you do understand that he is trying to drag this out by writing this shite. You know that, don't you?
I know.
I mean, that guy, you know, I mean, he makes as much sense as a fart in a spacesuit, but seriously, someone should give him a tissue so when he takes his face for a shit, he's got something to wipe his mouth. Jesus Christ.
This is Randy's motion in Fed 2 against Luthman's motion for sanctions.
Oh, okay. I'll take that back. Then it's the other way around. That was directed at Luthman, not Randy.
This is directed at Luthman.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention at the beginning. As I usually don't. You should know me by now.
I know.
My apologies, Randy. Sorry.
This is written by Randy. So this one is Randy's response to Luthman. Yes.
I'm sorry. Look, I apologize, everybody.
That's the first paragraph I read. Fourth, the resolution lies in the merits, whether manipulated imagery depicts a person for purposes of Florida's cyber harassment statute presents both a factual question, what does the video show, and a legal question, what does depict mean under the statute? And that right there is, even in the event that Randy and Jeremy are wrong in the court's eyes in the sense of, hey, that doesn't meet the legal definition of Smexy-Time harassment under Florida statute. That still doesn't mean that they're open for sanctions. You see what I mean there? Like, you see there is a difference in having your motion denied and the court saying, no, I don't agree with your interpretation of the statute. And that's a sanctionable the court will just say denied, or we don't agree with you. The court will not say, because we don't agree with you, we're going to sanction you. That's not how that shit works. And it's like, oh my God.
I just find it really fucking strange that there's been no discovery in court. There's no actual days in court about all this. It's all going back and forth on Pacer. Pacer must be fucking, their head must be spinning.
It's just these questions should be resolved through pending motions to dismiss, not through a sanctions motion. Granting sanctions would chill vigorous advocacy and punish counsel for pursuing novel legal theories in developing areas of law. Thanks, Randy. I should have just kept reading. You discussed the point I was trying to make. Like, just because the court might not see it your way doesn't mean that's sanctionable. That means you'd never argue anything, because if the court told you no, you'd be open for sanctions. That's not how that shit works. The facts, underlying litigation and challenged video publication. Third amended complaint alleges multiple causes of action stemming from defendants' online publications. We've all kind of seen this part. Defendant's motion to dismiss and plaintiff's opposition. Plaintiff's opposition brief described the challenged video as a sexually timed explicit video depicting plaintiff engaging in, I'm not just saying it out loud because
open mouth
enough people
with
I have enough people trying to or enough person trying to strike my channel for like privacy complaints and shit. I really don't need YouTube actually taking my channel down for.
No, you can say a dental check by a journalist. Dental check. You know, I feel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Baby Squid yeeted yesterday's stream. By the way.
Did she?
Yeah.
Properly?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
If you haven't checked out my stream from my other channel, we are up to 402 subscribers. Go check it out. The end of my stream yesterday, my child did a 3-2-1 yeet.
That is brilliant. I am so proud of her. Give her a big hug from me and Auntie One Super.
It was a cute yeet.
Nah, that's perfect. That's brilliant. That.
It's on my other channel. So
I'll go look at it. I'll check it out after this.
Defendant's inadequate meet and confer. Filing of the instant motion June 2nd, less than 24 hours after sending the meet and confer and email, and without receiving any response from plaintiff's counsel, defendant filed the instant motion for an order to show cause. Lip-based energy.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was her idea. Yeah, she kept going, yeet, yeet, yeet. Not yet. Not yet. And when she starts school in a couple of months, there will be less mama time interruptions because she won't be here. So hey, stats. So there will be that. So here's the thing. Defendant's critical admissions regarding the video content. Defendant's supporting declaration contains critical admissions regarding the nature of the challenged video. Paragraph 15. He states, to the extent the plaintiff complains about edited, satirical, composite, manipulated, or otherwise altered material that is not the same thing as an actual video.
Bless you, Kat. Bless you, bless you.
Defendant's quarrel is semantic. He objects to plaintiff's use of the word depicting to describe manipulated imagery that falsely portrays plaintiff in scenarios. Procedural posture of the sanctions motion. Defendant explicitly states this motion is not a party filed rule. Sanctions motion does not seek to bypass Rule 11's safe harbor requirements. Said defendants request the court issue its own order to show cause. I'm here with a single malt whiskey thinking now I finally lost the plot. Yeah. Whoa, Just Jay's in the chat. Just Jay is here. What's up, Squid? What's up, Jay?
Can I just say quick to Just Jay very quickly before you carry on?
Yes.
Hey, Just Jay, I don't know if you saw the message in your stream a few days ago when you said I was going to hell. Well, I've done some research. I received a call from the property manager down in Hale, I do own a condo down there. However, Satan has taken out a permanent restraining order against me. So unfortunately, I have to inform you that I can't go to hell. So, so whoever said I was going to hell, sorry. Good to see you, Jay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Summary of argument. We've already. Yeah. I don't even drink anymore. There is still a bottle of wine in my fridge that I'm pretty sure is not drinkable anymore.
Picture, you shouldn't be drinking at all. You shouldn't be anywhere near alcohol.
Like, that is there from when I opened it up when I was on stream, on a Slightly Buzzed stream with Nick Starro about a month ago. And it's still there and I have yet to finish it. It is a single bottle of wine. It's cheap wine, so it's not like the Chateau wine. It's not Chateau Elan wine. It's just the cheap red semi-sweet wine from Walmart. Like, so if I waste it, I waste it. But
can I just make a suggestion?
Yeah.
If any of you ever want to have a really weird drink, get yourself some Nutella. Put like a tablespoon of Nutella.
Nutella water. No.
Let finish. You put some Nutella in milk. All right. Mix it up until it's all watery. It's all milky. Yeah. And then get a couple of shots of vodka, a couple of shots of tequila, whatever you drink, and then pour it in and then mix it and put some ice in it. Trust me, you'll come back and thank me.
And Cynthia, thank you for the $15 Venmo. I appreciate it. And Sarasota Beach Bum, hey, and Coop's back.
I'm going to Lionette special hell. Wait. Time the fuck out. Pardon my French. There is a special hell?
It's the one where turtles and snakes.
Oh, I'll be okay. Oh, that'd be okay. I don't mind snakes or turtles. I'll be happy. Hi, Coop.
I almost, to everybody who wasn't in my stream the other day, I had to slam on my brakes the other day on the highway because I almost hit a turtle. And it looked a lot healthier than anything I've seen at Lynette's place. So, but I did not hit it. It's so I just got to show y'all real quick. And I know I get sidetracked, but guess what? It happens. Welcome to my life.
Can I just point out Robert Braun just committed heresy? What?
There's my
That's a snapping turtle.
There's my turtle. Well, he's not my turtle.
Is it?
I don't know what it is. All I know is it was walking right to left and it slammed on my brakes and then it started walking straight and then it was turning around. So it started to head back towards the pond.
It's got a big beauty though.
Yeah. But it looked a lot healthier than anything I've seen from,
Yeah, Robert Brown just committed heresy.
Well, welcome to my stream. Passport from Sugar Overload. Looks like a gopher turtle. I don't know what kind of turtle it is, but yeah.
Well, doesn't Florida have snapping turtles?
A lot of places have snapping turtles. The river I used to go tubing on when I was a kid had snapping turtles.
Because apparently they can get as big as the ones that, unfortunately, that the lizard lady's got. They can get over to what, 200 pounds, 300 pounds.
I did not move it. I stopped, waited for the car coming the other direction to pass me, and I went around it because it started to turn around and head back off the road. So I did. So I just let it go. It started to head back towards what I'm assuming is its home in the pond that I passed by. So I just let it go back home.
And something to upset Lynette with is probably on someone's dinner table. What?
So Brandy's argument, the motion should be denied on threshold procedural grounds. It suffers. I love the way this is phrased. suffers from multiple fatal procedural defects that independently warrant denial without reaching the merits. Defendant failed to conduct good faith conferral. He already said that. Prematurely, without genuine effort as a resolution, improperly seeks to resolve disputed factual and legal issues through sanctions rather than the motion to dismiss. That right there makes me wonder, does Luthman know that his motion to dismiss is absolute bullshit and not going to go anywhere, so he's throwing spaghetti at a wall to see what sticks?
And Randy right now is basically taking away that fucking wall by asking for sanctions instead of dismissal.
So he goes into the meet and conferral. Circumvent Rule 11 safe harbor. Establishes critical procedural protections for parties facing sanctions. A motion for sanctions must be made separately from any other motion and must describe the specific conduct that allegedly violates Rule 11b. Critically, the motion must be served under Rule 5, but it must not be filed or be presented to the court if the challenged paper, claim, defense, contention, or denial is withdrawn or appropriately corrected within 21 days after service or within another time the court sets. The safe harbor provision serves an important purpose. It allows parties to withdraw or correct challenged materials without sanctions, thereby streamlining litigation and eliminating abuses without burdening the court. Burdening the court, that just seems like all they know how to do. Defendant explicitly disclaims filing under Rule 11c2 to avoid the 21-day safe harbor requirement. Defendant requests that the court initiate sanctions sua sponte under USCS Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 11c3. This thinly veiled attempt to circumvent the safe harbor is improper and should not be countenanced. I'm really liking the way this is written. It's like, yeah, you're full of shit. Here's why. You're full of shit. Here's why. I highly doubt it.
If those go to court, we're celebrating.
I'd break open the bubbly.
Oh, I will actually, do you know what? I haven't drank for over 25, 26 years now, darling. I will actually go and buy myself a bottle of Jack D's. Or rum and Coke, one or two. I'll probably might just smell it and then throw it away. But that's beside
I don't know. I had a 12-pack of, I had that one bottle of wine and a 12-pack of Simply Spiked limeades or lemonades. And that's all I've drank all year. I haven't even drank when I went out with my friends.
Court, I am going to have a celebratory drink. It probably might be Dr. Pepper soda, but cream soda, but it'll be a drink.
So the proper sequence in litigation is to at least make meaningful attempts to resolve the merit issues first. It's almost like putting the cart before the horse.
But quick question of interest. I mean, even if they hit paint chips with sanctions, he has already publicly admitted that apparently they need to get in line because there's other people who he owes quite a substantial amount to.
Well, this isn't for paint chips to get sanctions. This is against. Luthman put in a motion for Randy and Jeremy to get sanctioned. This is the response to that. This is Randy's response being like, sanctions are stupid, not warranted, and you're completely missing the point of sanctions.
Yeah, I have. Because I haven't been paying attention because it's going to...
No, not you.
Oh, sorry.
Randy is telling Luthman in this motion, sanctions are not warranted because you're completely missing the whole point of what sanctions are for. You're abusing the process of what sanctions are for. And
which
this is what
he was going to do. Yeah. Yeah, got you.
Yeah, but now he's telling it to Luthman in front of the court.
Good. I will catch up.
It's a difference. It's one thing. It's remember, the judge does not give two flying Fs what the fuck happens on YouTube. And that's where it's like the court is not the internet. That's the whole point of this stream is the court is not the internet.
You got me. You took that totally the wrong way. I am just saying that.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying like this whole every document we've talked about is where the court is like the court of public opinion does not freaking matter.
I
It's
get
like-
that, but when is the court going to fucking take steps? Because obviously, how many times has Randy now put these motions in? and the
Well,
court-
that's when they were dealing with Belaytho. Hinkle had stepped in when it comes to Luthman.
That's good. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Every response lately from a judge in regards to Luthman's conduct has been
Mhm.
Hinkle.
So that means Henkel's watching the fucking the docket, or both. Belaytho's telling it or sending it to him.
Belaytho's probably Belaytho and Belaytho's
Yeah.
judicial assistants are probably like, hey, by the way, here's this.
Yeah.
Do you want to take this, or would you like me to?
Yeah, that makes more sense that there.
So, and hey, Pokemon. Hey, I'm regretting my career choice. Gardening is fun, but I'm aching all over, and my hay fever has been unaliving me all week. Yeah, my hay fever has my stuffiness has been there all week. Like sleeping is fun. Yeah, it has stopped on the court side. Yeah, and it's one of those situations where it's like the court has been, when it comes to Luthman, has been Belaytho, not Belaytho, but has been Hinkle for the past few orders. So I'm thinking that Hinkle has been like, I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I don't know why the decision was made, or if it's permanent, or what. However, it had been an interesting change-up.
So how long do you think Henkel's going to allow this to carry on before he actually really does step in properly? Because right now he's just playing with his food.
Which is kind of fun to watch, actually.
It is. It is.
So he goes into plaintiff's characterization of the manipulated video is reasonable, accurate, and supported by evidence. Defendant admits the video contains manipulated media. This is where it's a problem, because this is where you admit it. It's like you got to be, even though the internet is not the court, you still have to be careful what you say, because it can be used against you when you admit to shit.
Yep. Maybe that's what
especially when you admit to possible cyber harassment on the internet or in emails. I don't know anybody that has done that lately. Admitting to a 1-year plan to hire people and spend money to cyber harass me. I don't know anybody that's done that lately, but the cops now know.
Well, you've got an open channel now, so
Yep. Oh, as soon as I have to check the website to see if the report's up, that's going to be forwarded to my lawyer as well. Describing manipulated imagery as depicting smexy time conduct is accurate under common usage in legal context. Section 784 of Florida Statute 2026 addresses the harm from non-consensual distribution of smexy time imagery. Modern revenge porn laws increasingly recognize that manipulated images cause the same harm as literal footage. The harm from explicit images published on internet websites apply equally whether the image is literal photograph or manipulated composite, which is interesting, and I'm glad he said that. A deep fake or manipulated images showing a person's likeness in conduct causes the same psychological harm and invasion of privacy as unmanipulated photographs. Plaintiff's characterization supports a colorable legal claim and reflects reasonable interpretation. Even if the court ultimately determines the statute does not cover manipulated images, that would be a merits ruling, not an evidence of a false statement. And that's why he's a lawyer and I'm not. That means that an incorrect legal argument is not the same as sanctionable falsity. That was what I was trying to say like 20 minutes ago. Like, just because it's the court didn't agree with the merits of your claim does not mean that it's sanctionable offense.
Randy's on the go here, isn't he?
I know. Plaintiff counsel conducted a reasonable inquiry and advanced a theory consistent with the statutory language and alleged harm. Distinguishing between unsuccessful legal arguments and sanctionable conduct is critical. Not every losing argument warrants sanctions. Plaintiff's position that Florida's Smexy-Time cyber harassment statute covers manipulated imagery represents non-frivolous argument about how the statute applies to modern technology.
Check time.
I know. We got 10 minutes. We're good. Sanctions are inappropriate for reasonable characterizations that prove debatable. The fact that defendant disputes plaintiff's characterization does not establish that the characterization was false or made in bad faith. It's, sanctions are not warranted under any applicable standard. It seems like common sense. That's why I'm not reading everything, because one, it's repeated multiple times throughout the 30 pages. And also, when you read some of Randy's arguments, it's like, duh. You might not, as the judge, you might not agree with my legal argument, but that doesn't mean my argument was false.
I like this one.
Rule 11, sanctions are not warranted because plaintiff's characterization has evidentiary support and was made after reasonable inquiry. Civil Procedure Rule 11b3 requires that factual contentions have evidentiary support, or if specifically identified, are likely to have evidentiary support after a reasonable opportunity for further investigation or discovery. Rule 11 does not demand that allegations ultimately be proven true. If after a reasonable inquiry, the circumstances, there is some evidence tending to support the claim, sanctions should not be imposed. Plaintiff's characterization of the manipulated video as depicting plaintiff in conduct has a clear evidentiary support. Yeah, because they've shown it. Like, how people still have channels after that, I'm really not sure. No.
Do I hear a young lady's voice there?
She said, give me your phone. I want to text Nana.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Don't drop it.
Said, give me your phone. I want to text Nana. And I originally said no. And then she was like, I want to text Nana. I'm like, okay, fine. If you're grabbing it for a reason, fine. You want to communicate with your grandmother? Fine.
Just don't drop it.
Shush. Shut up.
I am protecting Gail. Thank you very much.
Gail knows it was an accident. The only person who is butthurt about it is you.
Me? I'm not butthurt. I thought it was hilarious.
The characterization was consistent across filings supported by a colorable legal claim under Florida's cyber harassment statute. Because remember, most states, including Georgia, have those. Remember that. And when you put it in an email, admitting to one of your sock accounts in an email.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
When you admit to be David Jones, I know who you are. Not that I didn't know who you are before, but when you all but admit to it in an email, because you post the same pictures in an email as you did on Facebook.
See,
how literal stupid can you be?
Yeah.
Like how literal, and trolling, that's the Sue Megan thing. It's like Sue Megan. It's obviously not a real person because coincidence? I think not. David Jones trying to cyber harass and troll a Navy vet using David Jones. Ha, funny. Davy Jones's locker. Should I take that as a threat?
It's just like when someone called A Man, Mr. A Man, Action Man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, but in one of the emails, the pictures that were posted on Facebook were in there, but they were not posted from a Facebook account. They were just attachments to the email.
I mean, I wonder how many stupid trees are out there, really.
There's Tammy. You said you hadn't seen her in a while. There she is.
Hello, Tammy.
So it's like when you're gonna be stupid, try not to be that stupid.
Hang on a minute,
Like-
Tammy. Is that my Canadian Tammy?
Yes. Oh, Tammy, I told him about this. Tammy, I got it. I got it. The vanilla. It's so good. It's so good. So good. I had told her that I ordered it, but I never told her that I got it.
Butterbelly.
Disagreement over characterization does not equal bad faith. Counsel had a good faith basis to describe the manipulated video as depicting plaintiff in a smexy time conduct. Given that the video admittedly contained plaintiff's likeness in a scenario. Oh, Gail, did I smell it? Yeah, it smells like buttercream frosting, but like instead of that fake vanilla, artificial vanilla smell that you get from like store-bought frosting, because they use vanillin, which comes from a beaver's ass. It's
Wait, what?
real vanillin. You didn't know vanillin? Vanillin, the fake artificial vanilla, comes from glands.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I just thought you said something else then. But I'm not going to repeat what I thought you said.
It's so good. Like this is probably my new favorite. Like it has, yeah. So it's got tallow, jojoba oil, and vanilla. And that's the only 3 things that are in it. So triple rendered grass-fed and finished tallow infused with real vanilla to soften and restore dry skin. So good. So good. Oh, Freedom Field Balm will be put to the test in the mountains this weekend. You got to let me know how that goes. I don't really need to order tick balm, so I didn't order it because I'll probably never use it. It's the one thing we really don't have much around here. Yeah, real vanilla is a must. No fake shit. All right. The court should decline to exercise its inherent authority. It's okay to talk about now. The wife has left the room. It's just with this many chemicals in our food, and it's impossible to avoid everything. So I'm trying to make small changes, and my skincare is one of them. It's just professional conduct violation. It's going back to the whole theme of this stream. Court is not the internet. Bye, Polemopicus.
Bye-bye, Maximus.
So, Local Rule 11.1G of the Northern District of Florida incorporates the Florida Bar Rules of Professional Conduct. Prohibit knowingly making false statements of material fact or law to a tribunal. The emphasis is on the lawyer's knowledge that the statement is false. Counsel did not make a knowingly false statement. The characterization of the manipulated imagery depicting plaintiff in that conduct is reasonable under common usage and consistent with the alleged manipulation. The characterization was made in good faith to support colorable legal theory under Florida's cyber harassment statute. Oh, the characterization is not objectively false. Manipulated imagery that a person's likeness in scenarios can reasonably describe as depicting that person in conduct, particularly in the context of this statute, designed to address smexy time cyber harassment through digital media. Even if the characterization proves imprecise upon further factual development, imprecision does not establish a knowing falsehood. It's one of those things of like, just because you make a mistake in a fact or you have a theory about something and it turns out not to be true, that's not them knowingly making a false statement. Like there's a difference. It's like just bleh. Hey Trish Jackson's mom, how are you? All right. So just he goes into it's procedurally defective and deny it. Like, because why would you want to approve that? Ugh, ugh, ugh. Just a situation. Yeah. All right, we've been at this. I made it with 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. So you will see some changes on the channel next week. I am switching from StreamYard to Restream because StreamYard is going to charge me $800 and some odd for a year, and I can't freaking do that. And Restream is like a quarter of that. So if I'm making changes or I look uncomfortable or things look different, I am trying to figure things out because I am a tech boomer at the end of the day.
And she calls me a
So
boomer.
forgive me for some hiccups in the road over the next couple of days with things looking different, me not knowing where things are. But Sunday we are going to try to use Restream for things. So, forgive me now. Forgive me now. Also, next week we have Monday. Flash Fan will be back on this channel, and we'll be finishing up the hearing in the Tyler Robinson case that occurred 2 Fridays ago, or last Friday. And there was also some new developments in that case that we will be getting to. Tuesday we might do members only. Wednesday is either Spawn joining me for Aviation Wednesday and or the Anna Kepner case. And then Friday we will be doing another week in the Hales. And hopefully a little less dramatic than this week. Hopefully. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Spawn, do you have final thoughts?
To be honest with you, I think there should be a course on handling cell phones. That's one. 2, I think that
Final thoughts that are related to the topic.
Yes. It's about time Randy actually got his thumb out of his ass and wrote something quite good. That was really good what he wrote there.
Yeah, I just think he's busy. I just think he's super busy. I just think he's super busy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we're not there seeing what's going on. We don't know what's being said and everything. At the end of the day, I mean, this hasn't even gone into a courtroom yet.
Yeah.
And the way I see it, it's only a matter of time before certain individuals either end up in jail or they get slapped with sanctions. I mean, we're still waiting for Kilnose Matskin to answer his sanctions, and what was it, 12 federal things apparently. So, but other than that, good stream, enjoyed it, lots of banter, and
so it seems like no one has, it's Friday, but it is Juneteenth, and I know it's holidays in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
However, I can't find anybody else's streams except for I was going to try to send you to either Shizzy or Mo for, yep, there we go. Courtroom of Chaos. There we go. Cop Phil's at 8:00. So I was searching for the experts FNL stream and I found Shizzy's stream at 8:00. So you got a couple hours before Shizzy, but go tell him that I rated him and that he owes me one. Just kidding. And y'all have a great rest of your day. I will see you Sunday night on my other channel, Evidence Through Motion. If you have not subscribed to Evidence Through Motion, please give me a like and subscribe over there. That is my heart and soul of my uneducated side. That is my uneducated.
Apparently you're a felon as well.
Well,
Yeah, because you're talking about legal
not what
documents.
my background check says. Like, I was background checked. Last week. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mine's coming up actually.
I'm good.
But I've got an SC check coming up, so that's going to be interesting.
Shane says it's Saturday, June 20th here. You're behind the times. Yeah.
So you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
That's my hold on. That's my educated side. Yes, we will be Sunday at 9 p.m. after Jeremy Hale's. we go live over on ETM. This Sunday, we will start to be talking about how to prevent burnout or something along those lines. So you sum it up so we can understand. And thanks everybody for being here and the
What you saying? I can't make
140
it.
people who hit the like button. And there's always one. I know who you are. You were waiting for me to talk about you so you can privacy complaint my stream. Good luck, bitch. It ain't gonna fucking work. And 3,
Change your
2,
tampon, woman.
1.
What? Oh, sorry. My apologies. I was talking under my breath about life jacket lips and tampons. Anyway, 3, 2, baby squid. Yeah.